Welcome to this presentation, American English Free Online Resources by the RELO office. My name is Ulises Corona, and before we start this presentation, let me introduce you to my office. We are the Regional English Language Office. The RELO Mexico is one of 25 RELO offices around the world, funded and coordinated by the U.S. Department of State and the Bureau of Educational and Cultural Affairs. Through English, the RELO Mexico supports the public diplomacy efforts of the U.S. government to enhance mutual understanding between the people of this region and the United States. The RELO liaises with Ministry of Education, English Teacher Association, public and private universities, and other partners in order to offer professional development opportunities, educational exchange programs, and free downloadable materials for English language teachers and learners, which I'm going to be talking about during this presentation.
Hello, Mestizo. We are delighted to have you with us today. My name is Irene Violente, and I also work in the Regional English Language Office with RELO Ruth Petzold, Jose Manuel Villafuerte, and Ulises Corona. We hope you find our presentation useful.
Our offices are located inside the Benjamin Franklin Library, located in Mexico City. Due to the pandemic, the library is temporarily closed. Ideally, we recommend you to look for us via email, which I'm going to be sharing at the end of this presentation, and also in several channels, which I'm going to be talking about. One of the best places to find our free American English content and resources is through our social media platforms. Here, you can find daily graphics and weekly videos for you and your students. For teachers, there is also the American English for Educators page, where we share articles and host daily discussions. On this page, we also offer the free American English Live program, a series of a free live professional development workshops for teachers, in where you will learn about English language teaching techniques and methodology. You will receive a digital badge of completion after attending each session. Once you accumulate 4 batches, you can get an e-certificate of completion. In order for you to know when this workshop will be delivered, I will recommend you to be checking our page and stay tuned. In this same Facebook page, a few months ago, the RELO office offered a webinar series for a couple of weeks, and we asked a couple of colleagues to give us feedback about our webinar, and we want to share this video from Miss Janine Peolela, English Director at Colegio Olinka, where she emphasized how useful and handy she found this webinar series for her and her colleagues. So let's play her video.
Good morning. Hello. I've been asked to say a few words about the webinar series that I took through RELO. Teaching online, it's about teaching, not technology. This happened from May 25th to July 2nd. I did not take every single webinar, but I did take more than half of them. I'd like to start by congratulating the team that put this together. Everything was super organized, and I felt offered something for everyone. And even if you had some experience teaching online, it was a good reminder, or it gave us lots of resources that we did not know about, even if we have been doing something online. And of course, for the people who were quite the beginners, it was an eye-opener. And the way they organized it, the way they had the chat box, the way they followed up on any question, I thought it was superb. It really was well organized, and I invited many people from my organization to join once I saw the quality of it. I like the format, 1 hour, at 4 p.m. Excellent time, not too much, not too little. And I like the fact that there were always 3 experts that came in and out of the sessions, depending on who was talking, what the topic was, what their area of expertise was. Plenty to choose from, something for everyone. I personally was very interested in the Google Apps for Education and other online apps and tools. Very interested in the one on managing online classes and differentiating instruction. There was some talk there about digital citizenship, which I thought was wonderful. Assessment and evaluation, very good. And then all of the different sessions that cater to the different age groups. Cater to 3rd grade, 4th to 6th, and middle and high school. Those are the ones I stayed at and learned something useful. And then the fact that you could immediately the next day look at the recording, or I think even that evening you could have, and you could share. They taught us how to share. I really thought that it was excellent, and I'd like to congratulate once again the organizers, the English language officer, and the 3 experts.
Thank you, Miss Janine, for your kind words. The RELO office appreciate your comments, and we are glad that this webinar series helped you in your professional development. We also hope to have the same impact in your personal experience for you who are watching. If you haven't watched this series, remember that you can find these videos in our Facebook page under our videos library. Now, let's talk about American English for Educators Facebook page. In here, you can find series of free live professional development workshops for teachers. Let's watch this small video from José Luis Maldonado from Universidad de Chapingo and learn from his experience how he used our free resources to improve his professional development through one of the scholarships from our open programs.
Hi, my name is Juan José Maldonado. I'm an English teacher at the University of Chapingo, and I've been teaching for almost 20 years. The reason that I am here is to share my experience with you as a teacher. 2 years ago, I decided to take a course to improve on my English. But more importantly, I wanted to see what was going on inside the classroom. Surprisingly, I was expecting to see some technology, but there wasn't much. The teacher was good, but she worked only with the blackboard and with the textbook and some copies. So I decided to think a little bit about more strategies to include technology in the classroom. Little by little, I started talking about this with some of my coworkers, and finally one day, one of them suggested that I visit one of the web pages, American English for Educators. It was interesting, and I started reading. I adapted some of the articles, news, and information in my classes. And finally, one day I discovered that they also had a Facebook page. So I started to follow them and became their fan, and there was a lot more of information. I started reading their posts. They had excellent recommendations for using apps in the classroom, how to write essays, videos, grammar classes, listenings, readings. There was a lot to choose from. But probably the best part of all of this, it was one day that I was reading their post that I ran into this open call, and it was a call for scholarships. These scholarships were offered by the U.S. Embassy and the U.S. Department of State. It was for 8 different courses for teachers like you and I. And I decided to apply for one of them. I was able to choose out of 8 courses. I decided to go for using technology in the language classroom, which was something that I had been looking for a long time. And I filled out my application. I had to wait some months, but I finally got the news and I was accepted. So I started my course. The first thing that I had to do was to complete an orientation course in which I learned how to use the platform and some technology. I'm not an expert on it, but I sure learned how to take the course. Then I started with the second part of the course, the real part. I got to meet my instructors, their teaching assistants, and my mentors. The instructors were responsible for designing the content of the course. The teaching assistants were experts in different areas like vocabulary, grammar, reading, speaking, listening, and so on. Our mentors were responsible for making sure we understood activities and we collaborate in certain tasks. I got to meet many people from different parts of the world, and I had to work with them. And we had to collaborate and have discussions online. It was really exciting to learn from different people because now I understand that different contexts force you to use different strategies to teach. And talking about technology, I got to learn that there are a lot of websites that can be used entirely for teaching, or many others that can be adapted into teaching. Many of them have complete classes, and then you just need to take what you need so that you take it directly to your classes. I believe that probably one enriching part of all of this is that this course is the channel for us teachers to communicate with others, because we can share feelings, we can give suggestions, and we can also have feedback, so that can help us improve on our teaching. So my invitation is this: be ready for the next call, because I am sure it's around the corner. And I look forward to hearing from you online. So I hope this information is useful for you, because it has been very, very useful for me. See you later, and good luck.
Thank you, Jose Luis, for taking the time to share this with us. And I'm sure that a lot of teachers would like to find more about this. And that's why I'm sharing with you the list of the programs that we have open and the links so you can actually find out about them and how to register. Moving on, let's talk about what you can find in our YouTube channel. American English YouTube channel provides many free videos for teachers and students to view and share. Your students will be able to learn about irregular verbs, American English idioms. You and your colleagues might want to watch a professional development webinar for teachers, or simply download videos to reinforce your lesson plan for the day. Please, if you haven't subscribed to our channel after the presentation, don't forget to go back and subscribe. Now, let's going to move on to our next presentation, where I would like to share how easy it is to get our free online resources from our webpage, americanenglish.state.gov. In here, you will navigate mostly using the middle tab called Resources, divided in subcategories for easy use to all users and visitors. We have music, games, webinars, English text and materials that you can easily get access to just in a couple of clicks. American English website, as you can see, it offers many free material and resources on American English language and culture for teachers and students. In previous Mextisol presentations, teachers are always looking for our booth to have and die for one of our books, Activate Games for Learning American English. Well, fellows, today is not the exception. My coworker and Irene and I will call attendance and we will see who are the winners today. The only difference this year is that we will not be handling physical copies of this very popular book today. I will give you instead the link to download the PDF version to our book. But for those who don't know what I'm talking about, let me tell you that Activate Games for Learning American English offers free downloadable games that promote fun, student-centered learning, web resources for English language teaching, and online tools for language teaching. This time, let's watch a video from a dedicated teacher from Benemérita Universidad Autónoma de Puebla, Jonathan Puan.
Show you, and this is from the teacher training perspective, the way we teach English. This is a very useful course because it has not only lessons and readings, also accompanying videos that you can find on YouTube. So I'm just going to click on shaping the way we teach English. And if you are a teacher trainer, for example, if you're like in a public or private university, um, you know, training future English language teachers, this is very useful because many of these topics are common in our curriculum. So, for example, you can find contextualizing language, building language awareness, integrating skills, pair work, group work, etc. So, if you click here, it's going to take you to the PDF document. But also, if you see this menu right here, it says downloads, hard copy, and online. I'm going to click first on the PDF so you can have a glimpse on it. It has, before viewing activities, extension ideas, debriefing, some glossary, because I think this is very useful for novice teachers. And this is just actually the lesson that you can incorporate in your classes for this specific topic. I'm going to go back because I want to show you the accompanying videos, which actually you can just watch on YouTube. Let me see if I can. Oh, I think I have to go through this. So it says online. You click here, and then you go. It's going to direct you to YouTube. And so what I think is very useful also about this is that these videos are from real classrooms.
Module 1, Contextualizing Language.
So I was saying from real classrooms, which were visited by experts in different parts of the world. Actually, I think some classrooms from Costa Rica, Africa, and Asia were visited and recorded. So it has like the entire lesson, and actually, it's very useful, I think, because when we try to contextualize our lessons when we are teacher trainers, it's very difficult because sometimes we're just teaching these topics and we don't have like a real context to contextualize the lesson. So what this has, which is a plus in my opinion, is that you can click on all of these topics and you're going to find two things. Number one, the lesson on the PDF document, but also the accompanying video.
Thank you, Jonathan, for your quick tour and for showing us how easy it is to get access to our free materials. Now that we are looking at resources from our webpage, I want to show you one of the newest materials to teach young learners using comics and graphic novels in English as a foreign language classroom. The goal is to get students and teachers excited about sharing their knowledge of local culture through comic book stories. These stories provide an enjoyable opportunity to increase vocabulary, reading comprehension, listening, speaking, and writing. The stories and exercises together are a whole language anthology designed to improve communication skills. The book that have all this information provide exercises that employ the cooperative collaborative learning philosophy and addresses multiple learning styles. If you're looking for an English professional development, we recommend you to visit the link in our webpage under the Massive Open Online Courses. Massive Open Online Courses are actual online university courses developed by the top American universities where you can study topics such as using educational technology and integrating critical thinking. Check this page regularly for information on upcoming courses offering. Some courses are only open in the fall and others in the spring. Regularly, these online courses are 5 long weeks. So, if you are considering to give you a treat by improving your resume, don't hesitate to visit what is available now. And while you are on our website, don't forget to check our English Teaching Forum, a peer-reviewed journal by and for English language teachers around the world. The mission of English Teaching Forum is to contribute to professional development of its readers around the world by offering articles that reflect current theory of practice in English language teaching. English Teaching Forum accepts submissions of previously unpublished articles from English teachers, teacher trainers, and program administrators on a wide variety of topics in second foreign language education, including principles and methods of language teaching, activities and techniques for teaching the language skills and soft skills, classroom-based studies, and action research. Most of these articles are published in English Teaching Forum were submitted previously by its own readers. So, if you are pursuing that in your career, don't hesitate to do it as well. Well, these are some of the US State Department's free resources for English students and teachers. We hope you find all these free resources helpful for your classrooms, and if you can share this with your coworkers or any other teachers and students, please feel free to do so. We will be reading questions at this time, and I will be displaying our contact information and our links in this final screen. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe.